Hi Aries, this is your January 2020 read. Happy New Year. Right, you've been here before, you know the score. It's a general read. It cannot and will not fit everybody, so take from it what fits, chuck the rest out, roll with it and have some fun with it. It is for guidance only, and you have free will. If you believe in free will, you can choose this read or choose to chuck it out. Okay, it's for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus in Leo. Also, just a big shout out to all people who have subscribed to the channel and pressed and shared and hit the buttons. I've reached my 2K a couple of days ago, and that was my intention to hopefully reach it by the end of the year. So I've already reached it. Much love for all your support, and just remember to keep hitting the buttons if you would like to help me on my journey here on YouTube. All right, I'm going to stop waffling underneath the deck, Aries. Also, I'd just like to say this read is for people who are dealing with someone or who have a connection or are thinking of someone. Okay, otherwise it was just getting all too much. I was getting singles in, and I was getting this in, and I was getting that in, and I was getting really, and I needed to narrow it down. So these reads are for people who are thinking of someone, who are dealing with someone, who still have someone in their energy, or want to, you know, just to know how to move forward as well. But I will be doing some single reads very shortly. I think they're going to be the next ones that I'm going to bring out, singles and love. So these are for, this read is for people who are dealing with someone, who've got someone in their energy, are thinking of someone. Yeah, right. Okay, that's out the way. Underneath the deck, Aries, we've got the Four of Cups. There's a sense here that you need to look after yourself. There's a sense here that you you need to look after yourself. You could also have been dealing with someone who was emotionally draining on your energy, someone who was not telling you the whole truth, maybe being a little bit deceitful. But really now this is about you moving forward to your own Nine of Cups and looking after yourself. Okay, so that's the sort of energy I'm getting from the bottom of the deck. Your overall energy for January is, yeah, the Ten of Pentacles. I like it. Okay, so this is about you now, long term, your stability, your finances, your career, your home life. Yeah, really just about abundance in all areas of life. This is about you doing what's best for you in a connection, all right, or singularly on your own. But don't forget, this is sort of how you're coping with the connection that you're thinking of. Okay, so I really feel this is about you looking after your emotion and your own stability and looking for that. Okay, let's clarify that Ten of Pentacles. Let's just clarify that Ten of Pentacles and see what that Ten of Pentacles is about for the overall energy for my Aries in January, please. Whoa, okay, so we've got, you know, this is the Nine of Swords and the Eight of Swords. So we've got the 8 to the 9. We've got some progression here. So, you know, some shit has gone down without a shadow of a doubt in this connection. It has left you having to face something. It's left you in your head. There's a sense here that you've been going through it for quite a while as well. The 8 and 9 of Swords. With the 9 of Swords, it's all about that feeling very weighed down, having anxiety and really deep thoughts as well, sometimes quite dark thoughts, maybe very worried about how you move on. But it's really about being stuck, I feel, about how to get to your Ten of Pentacles, How am I going to get to my 10 of Pentacles now? After something's happened, after something's occurred, you're very stuck in your thoughts, and yeah, just mentally churning everything around and around. But with these two cards, they want to say it really is time to face, you know, your anxiety. It really is time to deal with what you're going through, and it's really time here to break away from this mental persistence in your head, these negative thoughts that keep going around and around, because a lot of them are self-made, yeah, and we keep ourselves stuck in a place when we just constantly think negatively. So it is trying to release those mental thoughts. Let's just try and go with the flow. Yeah, let's try and face up to what we have been through and what we need to go through to get to some sort of long-term stability now in our future. And we do that by taking care of ourselves, okay? So the situation you find yourself in for January is in talks with someone. Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about a harmonious relationship. It's about a union of two people coming together harmoniously, the flow of love between two people. But here you can see they're not embracing, they're standing facing each other and talking to each other. There's some balance that is needed in this relationship. There is talking that is needed to be done in this relationship, okay? The Two of Cups is all about that higher love as well, self-love, self-acceptance, self-respect. Yeah, coming from a place of balance, not from low negative vibration. So it's really about getting out of fear. It's really about getting out of feeling stuck and dealing with this conversation or the choice that you need to make to get to your 10 of Pentacles. Let's clarify this Two of Cups here. It's all about self-love and looking after yourself. Again, my God, look, the Four of Cups again. So is there some lack of connection within a relationship? Has the emotion gone? Has it been spilt? Is the connection lost? Is someone feeling bored? The talk needs to happen. A decision needs to be made. Someone's very up in their head about it, very focused on, how do I get to my long term? Where do I go from here? What's crossing you is the Moon. Oh my God, someone's in their emotion. Yeah, someone is uncertain, unclear of the future. And I think this is the fear that's holding them back from making a decision, even though they know that the conversation has to take place. Tell me about this Moon card. Tell me about this Moon card for what's crossing my Aries. The Five of Swords. There's no winners or no losers in this situation. Okay? There's no winners or losers with the Five of Swords. But the Five of Swords is just knowing that you've got to look after yourself. Yeah, that the Five of Swords, again, there's a lot of swords in this read. It's bickering, it's arguing, it's aggressiveness, it's manipulation, it's bad forms of communication, it's hurting each other. You know, it's holding on to resentment. And there's an uncertainty here of what's going to go down if you have this talk. But you know, with this Five of Swords here, that you've got to look after yourself. You've got to have the talk at some point, but very, very constricted, very in your mind, really anxious about what steps to take and how to progress forward in this relationship, that there may be a disconnect or a boredom or a lack of harmony in. The stability, the stability has gone. There's an imbalance with this too. There's a need to have that talk and communicate. But someone's very in their emotions about it, uncertain of the future. They just know they've got to do what's right for them, and this is what is crossing them. They're not doing what's right for them. They don't feel they can do what's right for them, because maybe this is the Ten of Pentacles. Maybe this is something long term, and there's a scared and anxious about having a communication about where we go from here, if there's some sort of lack here. What's driving my Aries? Yes, the Ten of Cups. No, it is the 10. It is the 10 of Cups. But there's a rainstorm going on here. This is a connection, and there is love here. But also with this rainstorm, there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere to go. You've got to face this rain. And what's driving you, I feel, is getting to your 10 of Cups and trying to resolve something, or trying to get to a better place. Now, it's either with this person or it's without this person. And with this 2 of Cups here, that's the decision I feel my Aries need to make. Tell me about this 10 of Cups as to what's driving my Aries. Page of Pentacles. So it is about the future, and it is about something long term, okay, with this Page of Pentacles. It is about setting yourself goals, and it is about reaching those goals. And I think it is about reaching your 10 of Cups, and that's what drives you. The Page of Pentacles it's about new beginnings. It's about new dreams. It's about journey, the journey we're on now and the challenges. But it's about taking control of your actions as well with the Page of Pentacles. And I feel here it's about having to take control of yourself to reach your 10 of Cups, whether it's within this relationship or whether it's not in this relationship. But it's about, it's about doing what you have to do to reach a happy place. It's about looking after yourself. Very, very, very anxious about doing it though. What's on my Aries mind? Yeah, look, another 2. It's about feeling stale. It's about feeling stagnant. It's about feeling stuck again. So many swords. Very, very in your head. Yeah. Very, very mental thinking. Maybe over-analysing. Maybe scrutinising the situation to the point where you really have put a lot of stress on yourself. But again, with this 2 of Swords, you are trying to break free. You are trying to get some mental clarity about what to do in a situation or the situation you are in. Tell me about this 2 of Swords for my Aries and what is on their mind, what's crowning them. Knight of Cups. Again, you just know you need to move forward with self-love. Again, look, he's drinking from his own cup. But you are at an emotional point in your life where you've not crossed this river yet, and you've not dealt with your emotion. You've not taken that step into that emotion to deal with what's going on. You're at a point where you probably still are in this relationship, or there's still some connection here. You don't want to actually take that step and have that talk and that the communication with this other person. But all you know is you have to do what's right for you. And this is, facing up to it with this 2 of Swords here. It's taking the blindfold up and facing up to what you have to do. And you really, with this Knight of Cups, have to move forward with self-love. What's happened in your recent past? Yeah, it's the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's a long-term relationship. You've put a lot of time into it. You've put a lot of effort into it. And there's still part of you that is like, well, do I give up? Or shall I continue putting time and effort into this, this relationship? It's long term. It's effort here. Sevens talk about, you know, patience, trust and commitment. So something here that, you know, has been grown, that at one point was nurtured for it to grow. And now there's a sense here, do I still want to work on it? Or do I not want to work on it? Let's clarify that Seven of Pentacles about what happened in your recent past. What happened in Aries' recent past? What happened in Aries' recent past? What happened in Aries' recent past? Yeah. The King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is like, you know, being very self-disciplined and staying in control. It's something long-term. It's something stable. And someone here has made a commitment. They've made a commitment to another person. Yeah, about long-term. Someone also here may not feel like effort was from the other person. Effort was not put into the relationship from one side. Tell me about this King of Pentacles for the recent past. Tell me about this King of Pentacles for the recent past. Yeah, the Temperance. This is about balance. So there's something not right here in the recent past. There's some sort of, you know, balance that was needed. There's something that needed to be healed. Also with the Temperance card, this is a karmic situation. This is about past lives. This is about soul connection. So there will be a lesson within this relationship somewhere to draw from, to learn from. But now this is time to heal. This is time to take care of yourself. This is time to work on your pentacle and maybe your own long term with this King of Pentacles. So someone may have been thinking about this as marriage or situation or long-term partnership for a while. And, you know, how are we progressing forward and what do we do? Do we still want the same things? Are we still on the same page? All I know now, Aries says, that I need to look after myself. I want to talk to you, but I'm really anxious and I'm really stuck because I don't know how to approach a situation. I feel there's a disconnect here. Yeah, I want long term. I want my happiness. I want my security with this Ten of Pentacles and this Page of Pentacles. I want long term. I want some sort of goal to work towards. But I also feel I have to look after myself because something it really isn't balanced correctly within this relationship. It might be one-sided. The love just might be gone. We need to talk, but I'm so in my emotion. I'm so scared that maybe I'm not standing up for what I believe in here. What's coming in for the near future? The Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups can be self-love, but the Knight of Cups is opportunities as well. It is about being led by the heart. It is about moving forward. It is also about apologies and resolutions, okay, and change that is needed. So I feel here the talk needs to happen, okay. This is a relationship that can be salvaged, but the talk needs to happen, okay. You need to find out and talk about what the disconnect is. If you want to save it, it's possible. If you don't want to save it, then, you know, this Knight of Cups is all about moving on with self-love. Again, it's about using your intuition. It's about moving forward. And it's really about much love. We have the Page of Cups that's flipped again. There's a sense of wanting something new here. Okay, Page of Cups is about new. But the Page of Cups is also about apologies and healing and doing that inner child work. So really it could go both ways depending on where my Aries wants to go. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups for the near future for my Aries, please. We're talking about January, February time. Tell me about this Knight of Cups for the near future for my Aries, please. Tell me about this Knight of Cups for the near future for my Aries. Yeah. It really is about taking a stance now on what you want to do, Aries. It's about being proactive. It's about being passionate. It's about either rekindling the passion you have for this person, or it's about going out and getting what you want now. Standing, you know, independent on your own with this Queen of Wands, being confident and courageous and determined. Either way, it's about doing what you need to do in this love situation you're in, or moving forward with self-love and taking that road. It can go both ways. Tell me about this Page of Cups. Tell me about this Page of Cups and what is coming in for my Aries. The Hermit. So it's time to really reflect. It's time to really think about what you need. It's time to think about what lessons have been learned with from this relationship. Temperance is here, don't forget. And Temperance is that karmic card, that soul connected card, the card of you know, past life, karmic situations, karmic soul connections. There is a lesson here somewhere, and it's now about you as the Hermit drawing on what you've learned from this relationship and either putting it right, apologizing, or you know, sorting it out with the other person. Not saying you need to apologize, Aries. The other person you may feel the other person needs to apologize. There may be no apologies needed. It may be just doing some inner child work and working on yourself and with the Hermit and drawing some wisdom on what you do next. But I feel you know this because the Hermit is holding that light up, yeah, towards the Queen of Wands. So it's time to reflect. It's time to draw on your wisdom in January and February and see where you go from here. Tell me what's coming in for January and February for my Aries, please. Queen of Cups. Okay, it's about using your intuition. Yeah, it's about self-love. It's about self-care. Queen of Cups is, you know, she is that intuitive queen. She's self-loved, she's self-cares, but they're also, with this Queen of Cups, could be some codependency issues. All right, you know, with the Queen of Cups is the life partner, but there's emotions here, and the Queen of Cups can be over emotional with this Moon card and may not want to make a decision about what she knows intuitively, what she knows she has to do. All right, tell me what's coming in. Tell me what's coming in for Aries in January and February. So we have the 5, 6, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, and we've got the 7 of Pentacles here. Wasted time, wasted effort. You know, it's this 7 of Pentacles that's upright, putting time and effort into something, you know, being committed, waiting patiently for something. You know, 7 of Pentacles here is wasted. Is it wasted? Is there regret here? Have I invested my time into the right area? You know, have I just wasted all my effort? Have I got any return for what I've put in? There's a lot of self-reflection on here. You know, it's time to work on yourself as well with the 7 of Pentacles upside down. But there's regret here, and there's, you know, there's a sense of, am I wasting my time? And I think that's with the Hermit. That's for the Hermit to understand. Is he wasting his time? Is he putting his energy and effort into something that is salvageable? Tell me what's coming in for January and February for my Aries, please. The Empress. Yeah. Growth, expansion. I feel you want the growth and expansion. You know, this is wife. This is, the Empress is everything. Give me one more on that Empress. Give me one more on that Empress. Give me one more on that Empress for what's coming in for January, February. Yeah, a decision. It's a decision. It's, do I stay where I am and try and work out this relationship, or do I take a different path and with the Empress go off and explore and grow and expand and, you know, find new love or find new passion? Yeah. Do I go off and find my abundance, my 10 of Pentacles elsewhere? And I really feel here, this Queen of Wands and this Queen of Cups, there's a pull here. One wanting to be confident and courageous and go off and do it. But the other, the Queen of Cups here, it is a codependency. There's an emotional, you know, there's an emotional heaviness to this Queen of Cups. And there's a real pull here with these two queens. But there's a decision in January, February that you may come to about where I go from here. Twos are about decisions, and the Two of Wands is about planning. It's about moving forward and how you move forward. Okay? So, you know, do I stay or do I go? Do you stay, Aries? Do you go? Are you wasting your time? Let's have a look what's coming in for January, for February, for my Aries. January, February for my Aries, please. What's coming in? January, February for my Aries. Then we go from the 2 to the 3 of Wands. Do I, you know, again about making plans, again about moving forward. Do I go in a different direction? Do I go traveling? Have I got a vision of something else I want for myself? This is a positive shift. This is an opportunity coming in. This is starting new adventures and going off in a different direction. This is a choice, Aries, that you are going to have to make shortly. Maybe January, February time, you're going to make a decision on a relationship that you are in. Tell me about this 2 and 3 of Wands for January and February for my Aries, please. January and February for my Aries, please. Justice card. It's time to find balance. It's time to seek the truth. It's time to find some equality. It's time to clear out old negative energies. It's time to set new boundaries for yourself. It's cause and effect. It's the Justice card. It's life lessons. There's karma here. There's a lesson to be learned in this relationship. Truth needs to be spoken and balance needs to be found for this relationship to work. Old energies need to be cleared out. New energies need to be brought in, and boundaries need to be set for this relationship to work. I feel, Aries, that the decision is going to be yours and yours alone. It's time for you to take action on your 9 of Cups, because if you don't take action with this Page of Swords on what brings you happiness, you will not reach your 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, it's down there. Yeah? Page of Cups. It's time to take action. It's time to speak your truth on what you want, on how you get to your 9 of Cups and what you want for yourself. Because if you don't speak your truth and you don't communicate what you want, you're not going to reach your 9 of Cups. And if you don't reach your 9 of Cups, you are not going to have your 10 of Pentacles, which is your long-term happiness and your long-term abundance. To get to your 10 of Pentacles, turn it up the other way round. You need to speak your truth. You need to communicate what you want from this relationship. Okay? To get to your 9 of Cups, to get to your 10 of Pentacles. It's time to talk, Aries. It's time to talk. What does the universe want to say to my Aries, please? Universe, what would you like to say to my Aries on this situation? Universe, what would you like to say to my Aries on this situation? Universe, what would you like to say to my Aries on this situation, please? Talk to me. What would you like to say, please? Oh. Okay, 1. Have faith. Take that how it resonates. Have faith in and know what you can do. If you want to do something different, have faith that you can do it. Or have faith that this relationship can be salvaged. Just have faith. Change tracks and accept disappointments gracefully. I don't like this disappointments. Yeah, I think it's like accept the truth of the matter. Accept the truth of the situation. This wisdom that you are searching for, this lesson that you are searching for within this relationship. What was it for? Why did it happen to me? Accept the answer gracefully. Have faith and change tracks. So Aries, it's completely up to you. Embrace your power. Okay, embrace your own power. Look after yourself on this one, Aries. You'll know what you need to do. All my Aries situations are different. If you want to stay in this connection, let's talk. Let's try and work it out. Let's try and adult. If you don't, it's time to make a decision. It's time to, you know, embrace your power. It's time to change tracks and have faith that you can do it. Accept that this relationship was for a lesson. Good luck with Aries. Good luck with it. This energy is coming in for January and February 2020. So good luck with it. Have an amazing new year. Try and get out of your head. Try and get out of the stress and the anxiety that you're feeling. Try and chill. Live each day as it comes, and just be grateful for your breath, and be grateful for all the positive that you have around you. I'm sure you have some positive around you. If you can draw on that, it may help you get through it. I love you long time, Aries. I love me hard back. Have a beautiful new year. Namaste.